The very best cheese in the nation, the 2025 U.S. Champion Cheese, beating out the competition by just 1/100th of a point with a score of 98.89. And for a historic second consecutive win is Arethusa Farm Dairy in Bantam, Connecticut.
What you just heard was a live sound of the Arethusa Europa being named the U.S. Champion Cheese for 2025. And although Wisconsin was unable to take home first place, it still had a great showing. I'm Ben Jarbo with the Midwest Farm Report, and Lake Country Dairy-Schuman Cheese out of Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, was able to come in with the second runner-up for their Cello Organic Copper Kettle Parmesan. After the announcements were made, I was able to catch up with Mike Dudas, the Senior Director of Procurement at Schuman Cheese, as well as Aileen Kacvinsky, the Technical Service Manager at Schuman's Cheese, and they were able to give insight onto what it means for their company to be able to have the honor of having the third best cheese in the United States, as well as some characteristics that this cheese holds.
It's fantastic. It's really fantastic. This competition had 2,400 entries, and there were a lot of entries that were very, very good. And even the less good are still great cheeses. So we're really honored to be selected as second runner-up.
Well, in the cheese that won, it was a Parmesan types. Could you give me an explanation of how long it took to create this cheese and what went into making it?
Sure. It's organic copper kettle cheese. So the beauty about organic is sometimes you get these interesting flavors that come from the milk, and they just maybe become a little bit complex. And the cheese is made in a copper vat, so it gets it develops these deep caramel notes as the cheese ages. And this one is over 2 years old. So the recipe, everything's a work in progress, and it never stops. It's we're always working on improving because you can't be satisfied with one thing ever. So so this is in the works probably 5 or 6 years, but we're really happy and very proud that we got second runner up.
And I'll just say that we have several farmers in a co-op that we've worked with. We go out to their farms and we work with the farms to make sure we're getting the best quality milk. And they appreciate when we win with their milk. And we're in constant contact with the farmers to supply us very good quality, and it really shows in the cheese.
Well, and when you're getting the milk, is there some milks from the farms you get that are a little bit different, which give the cheese a little bit of an edge?
Sure. Of course, every organic farm is a little bit different, right? And so they are. And it's different from winter to summer as well, as you know. Our plant is in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, which is about hour and a half from Minneapolis, so we're up in the North Country, so it's snowing there right now. But through their farmer, the work that they do on their farm, they're able to supply us with very good quality milk and very consistent quality milk.
Well, and now for the listeners, one of you be able to paint a picture of the taste of this third place cheese?
Sure, or I'll do my best. In this particular one, there were some. It started with some grassy notes and just a touch Barney almost, but in a good way. That you could taste that coming through initially, and then the cheese typically gets a really deep caramel sweet note to it. Still distinctly Parmesan, and it rounds out a little bit nutty. So it's really nice.
Well, and there was that cheese, but also remember you guys had one or two others in the top 20 also. Could you give a little bit of an explanation of what those cheeses were?
We also had an Asiago, and we make our Asiago for specific customers that do not want lipase. And so we've built this formulation which gives us a nice rounded Asiago without the lipolytic notes. but we still get that very nice creamy and some of the higher notes from the Asiago based on the recipe that we run. And the other one that came in was a Gouda, which we are just starting to work with. And actually the first few vats of our new formulation came out very well. So we entered it in the contest, and kind of surprisingly, we took first place in the category, and it made it to the top 20. So we're super pleased.
Well, and now that the 2025 contest is over, are you already looking to what you want to do for the 2027 U.S. Championship Cheese Contest?
Yeah, we never stop. So there's a whole team that's dedicated to grading the product, and we take all the good ones and we put them aside, and the good lots. And as we start coming up towards the competition, we do a really deep, detailed review of all the cheese that we think will make the grade. And so, yeah, there's plenty of cheese put aside for the next round, and hopefully we have similar results.
We believe in continuous improvement, so even this cheese, we will start working on it again to even perfect it more and build more flavor characteristics and nice body and so we're always working on new projects.
Are there any other cheeses that you brought to this competition that might not have made the top 20, but you're still very happy with?
So actually, we took first, second, and third in Parmesan. So the organic copper kettle took first in that category. The copper kettle Parmesan, not organic, just with straight milk or regular milk, took second, and third place was a stainless steel vat. So we have both stainless steel vats and copper lined kettles, and so it does impart a little bit different flavor. The copper kettle gives a little bit more earthy and a little bit of that copper metallic type flavor, which really sets it apart from a lot of cheeses. The stainless steel, that in itself is a nice cheese as well with its own characteristics. So just by changing the milk and changing which vat we use, we can make 3 totally different cheeses. And we're very proud that they came in for second and third.
Well, and it sounds like huge on Parmesan this year. If someone were wanting to go get some of this amazing Parmesan that you're mentioning, where can they go to buy this?
So we're under the brand Cello, Cello, and it's sold in most major retailers. You'll see it out there. We're hard Italian focused, so Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, and then for those of you that don't know, when you make Parmesan, you skim the fat, and with that, we make an amazing mascarpone cheese as well. We added some flavor to one, and our maple mascarpone took third place in this competition as well. So just a wonderful run for the team.
Well, is there anything else that you'd like people to know about anything new coming up from the company or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. We just launched a brand of mascarpone-based dips. It's mascarpone and other cheese, as well as some. This round is more savory, and it's under the brand Delve. You could find that in Costco as well as major retailers.
Dudas and Kacvinsky say that with preparations already underway, they are getting ready to hopefully bring the 2027 U.S. Champion Cheese back to Wisconsin. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Ben Jarbo.